Hayden, we are so grateful to have you here today. You are...
Well, I was glad to be here, Dad.
You know what we're doing today? What are we doing?
Doing a fundraiser.
Well, we're going to do it some charity for somebody.
Charity.
Yeah, for a woman, we don't know anything yet, but apparently she has a child with autism.
Yeah.
And they're going to your old school.
Yeah.
What school was that?
Spectrum Academy.
Spectrum Academy, huh? Yeah. Well, that's been a while since you were there, huh?
Yeah, it has. It's crazy. I'm 24 now. Yeah.
So this is exciting for us. Let's give her a call.
Hello.
Shiloh, this is Dave from Dave's Auto.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and it's very nice to talk to you finally. We have some other people here. We have my wife, who's the president of the company, Allison.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
And then my son, and he has autism. He went to Spectrum Academy. It's been a while. He's 24 now. His name is Aiden. And now you have a child with autism?
I actually have two kids that go to Spectrum. They do not have autism. My son has ODD, or oppositional defiance disorder.
Uh-huh.
And my daughter is ADHD.
Oh, okay. So
We're just neurodiverse.
yes. Have you found that Spectrum has been good for them?
Oh, absolutely. I actually started working here, and then after I started working here, they just made me feel like this was home and this was family. It's the most normal I've ever felt in my life. And so I brought my kids in, and they have just thrived. My son, who is like an 8th grader, 14, he was failing. Like, he was failing, coming home crying, like, Mom, I can't do this. And now he has straight A's. Like, I am just blown away by the, magic that they have done here.
You know, sometimes the magic is just finding out how to communicate and fulfill the needs so they can thrive. Sometimes a different venue and a different setting can make that happen. Well, listen, we heard that you've got some shaking and rattling and rolling going on with your car. Tell us what's the matter with it.
So I drive from Tooele to North Salt Lake, and when I hit a certain speed, my tires will start shaking, so I figured it was the tires not rated for it. So when that started happening, I hit the brakes. The brakes shook, worse than the rest of it. Worse than the tires. And now it's just gradually gotten worse. It's like the brakes and the rotors or something is warped.
Sure. Okay.
Kind of like I'm on a very heavily dirt, rocky road.
Gotcha. And what kind of car is this?
It's a 2009 Chevy Tahoe.
Okay. Well, listen, what we'd like to do for you, Shiloh, is we'd like to get the car from you for a couple of days. We'd like to look it over. It sounds to me like you'll need a good brake job at minimum. You might have some suspension components that are wore out, allowing a little bit of shaking and stuff. And as part of our charity, we'd like to fix that for you. And
thank you.
You betcha. And we're also very interested in if there's anything else that we can do that you need help with. And we can talk to you about that later, but do you have another vehicle, or is that your only transportation?
This is my only car.
Okay.
But I can figure it out.
You figured out, like, to borrow a car for a couple days?
Yeah, I can figure it out, or I could try to.
Why don't you try to figure that out, and if you can't, we'll see what we can do, arrange for you, maybe a rental car or something like that. We don't have any loaner cars, but we want to make this as easy as possible for you and get your car fixed as fast as possible. You know, if she doesn't have... Let's just get her a rental.
Yeah, we could get the car while it's from Spectrum maybe one day and
Well,
get
she
her
could-
a rental. And
Let's do this. I'm going to swing back. We're going to find a rental car for you, and it's you and 2 other kids. Is that how big a car you need?
Yeah, it's just me and my 2 kids.
Okay. Well, let's we'll get a rental car for you, and then
You're gonna make me cry.
The last thing a man wants to do, especially this man, is make a woman cry. So please don't do
It's
that.
in a good way. It's a good cry, so it's okay.
Shiloh, we will get this used car thing, or used car. We'll get this loaner car figured out for you, and give you a call back here within a day or 2, and we'll swap cars. We'll just have you bring yours out here, and we'll have the rental here for you to drive away. Does that sound okay?
You are awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, that sounds great.
That school is very dear to us. Any school or any community that is helping children with these neurodiverse issues, we want to be a part of it. So if you feel okay and you want to bring the kids out. I'd love to meet them.
They will be excited.
Well, then I'll be excited too. And let's plan on doing that, and I'll have my assistant get back to you here within a day or two. We can get going on your car.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much, Shiloh.
Thank you.
Bye, Shiloh.
Bye-bye. Okay, that sounds great. We're going to get a rental car for her, get her Tahoe in here and get it fixed. I'm excited. This is fun. Maybe we'll find out as we kind of get to know this family. Maybe there's something else we can do, you know. But let's dive in and let's find out how we can really, because, you know, fixing a car is easy for us. It's those other things maybe can make their life even better. What do you think, Aiden? Would that be cool?
I think it would be awesome because, you know, do something good in the world today.
Dude, I love it. Let's do some good. Boom!
Boom, boom.
Jessa?
Yes.
So I just got off the phone with Shiloh. She has 2 children. She has 1 car, and we need the car for at least a couple of days.
Okay.
What I would like to do is I'd like to give an opportunity to a local car rental company. You know, and another guy that I think might be able to help us out, a used car lot with a dealer plate.
Okay.
And I'm thinking of my buddy Jared down the street at Specialties. He might be more than happy to provide the car. So let's see if we can find somebody that wants to donate a car that she can drive for a couple of days.
Okay.
By the way, everybody, you just need to know this is the person that runs the place here. Jessa, it's not my sons, it's not me. Jessa runs the place. Say hi, Jessa.
Oh, where I just drove by your place.
I guess great minds are connecting or something, dude. Hey, listen, I got something here. You got just 60 seconds? We're doing a charity. It's a woman that's got 2 neurodiverse children.
Yeah.
And she's got a car problem, and she needs a car to drive for 2 or 3 days.
Okay, give me about 45 minutes to an hour, all right?
No worries, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
That's a good man. You know, I love bringing the world into helping. Let's see what we can do. Shiloh, I'm Dave.
I'm Shiloh.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. This is my Tempe, my daughter,
Uh-huh.
and Kieran, my son.
Hello. What's the matter with the car?
Our brakes don't work.
Well, how did you get here safely?
She's a really good driver.
Besides the brakes, is there any other problems you're having with it?
It says the check the tire monitoring system,
TPMS.
and then there's a cable connected to the battery.
Uh-huh.
It'll disconnect, and then my car won't start.
Is it corroded? We'll check it out. Sure.
I don't know. I just know I wiggle it and it'll start.
This is enough. I can keep, my memory will keep all these three things. We got more than that?
Not that I can think of, but if you can find anything.
I'm gonna find some things.
Probably.
Everybody out there knows that's what I'm famous for, finding things. Let's go look at the car.
Okay.
The brakes, what do they do? Shimmy when you go to stop?
It's kind of like I'm on a dirt road.
Uh-huh.
I'll hit the brakes, and then all of a sudden, all of us are going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's either loose front end components that'll do that, or your rotors are warped or something like that. So we'll look at all that. Pretty simple. Let's go get you that loaner car. We're gonna run up to my buddy's place. We'll just take your car and I'll test drive it in.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Cool.
All right, everybody hop in. So we're gonna go fast and then we're gonna brake. Oh yeah, that blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I'll bet you coming off 78 mile an hour, that'll rattle you.
Yes.
That'll rattle your teeth right out. Wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. You got a legitimate concern here.
And all I was doing was saving up the money to fix it, and then other stuff just came up and I couldn't.
The man that owns this, been a friend of mine for 20 years, Jared, he's a super great guy, and he has offered to loan you a car for 3 or 4 days while we work on yours.
Awesome.
He's just got a great reputation, but let's go in and see him.
You like doing the YouTube thing?
We went to the BMW, Brahman BMW in Miami. When I got out of the car, a young man, probably 23 years old, saw me, and he started walking over to me, and you could see his eyes were so big, and I knew he recognized me. He goes, "Me and my dad follow you." He was carrying some parts. He'd come to the BMW dealership to grab some parts for his dad's shop. You know, he said, "It's your Christian values and your family work ethic and everything, you know." And I realized what I like is that I have the opportunity to be impactful in young men's lives, you know, to maybe set him in the right course, you know, because he's working in his dad's shop. He obviously loves I asked him and he says he loves working on cars and stuff like that. That's the part that I love, you know, knowing that maybe I can make a change in this industry. because this industry needs a change. It doesn't have enough respect
No.
for it. Yeah, it doesn't. I think the world should honor craftsmanship more than it does and respect it. And for people to see that and want to be a part of that, and if I can like ignite that in other people, that's what I want to do. And I've done nothing since I was 15 years old except work on cars. Started my business, got fired. So I got married on the weekend, came into work Monday morning, got fired by that dealership, and that's when I started my business. I went and got a 4x8 sheet of plywood and painted my name on it, and went and found a storage unit. I just started in a storage unit in October of 1990.
So being fired may have been one of the best things that happened to
Best
you?
thing ever happened to me. You know, what's the moral of that story? If you get fired or if anything happens in your life and you just get like just kicked to the curb, don't think for a minute that God doesn't have a plan for you. You just can't see it. So keep pedaling, man. Just lean forward, keep your feet underneath of you, and have faith.
I love that.
All right. Shall we do this?
Hello.
Jared has specialty autos. You've got this place here. There's 22 years, and you've had your St. George shop for how long?
About 10.
And I'll say this, and you'll never hear me say it again. The best used car guy you'll ever know.
Wow, that's very
Yeah,
kind. Thank
you'll
you.
ever know. And let me tell you what, I've known a lot of them. This would be the man I'd go to. In fact, I have gone to when I need a used car. I need to sell a car. If I need to sell a car, he's the guy I go to. Thank you for doing this,
No,
man.
you're welcome.
Really,
Absolutely.
thank you
My
very
pleasure.
much. Let's go get her in the car and we'll get out of
right.
here. We'll see you back at the shop
All right.
in just a minute. I'll drive your car back. Whoa, jeez. What the heck is that all about? That's weird, huh? I gotta ask her if that ever happened. So when I started up and put in drive, it like the door locks were cycling on and off and on, clicking on and off.
That's when the battery thing starts going out.
Okay, so that's what you're talking about,
Yeah.
that battery cable thing. It happened to me. Okay, cool. Let's get you out of here. You've taken enough of your time. I'll talk to you in a couple days.
Thank you so much.
You betcha. Thank you. Come on, I'll go for a test drive with you.
All right.
Okay, here you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can feel it in the pedal. Blah, blah, blah. It's doing that, which tells me it's
Rear.
rears. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, let's check all the fluids. Let's do a full inspection on it. Pull up spark plug. Let's just do a full used car inspection on it.
All right.
And then let's go over the report with me. Okay, cool, man.
Now that we got the vehicle raised up, we're gonna shake down the front end, side to side, and up and down. Side to sides for the inner and outer tie rods, and then up and down is just for upper ball joint or lower ball joint, and sometimes the hub. On this side we got a slight clicking. You can feel it in the hands, not much on camera. Now this brake fluid, it's pretty dark.
Tell me what you find on your inspection on this thing, and be kind. I mean, how many miles? Did we ever figure out the mileage on this thing?
Yeah, 143,000.
That's it, 143? That's not too bad. That plug is wore out to the max. Show me what else is going on. So she's got warped rotors all the way around.
Yep.
Pads, okay. Suspension, how's the tie rod ends and all that? Is it?
Tie rods, we got one loose one in the driver's front,
Okay.
just the inner.
Okay, let's take it up in the air. Let's have a look underneath this thing. So, people, she's got a pretty good oil leak here. Now, people ask me all the time, tell me what my oil leak is. If you can tell me exact location and origin of the leak site or sites, remember you see that? There was singular and plural there, site or sites. When you have this kind of a mess underneath a car, you're a better man than me. You can make guesses, you can make assumptions. My assumption would be probably a rear main seal because I don't see it coming back off the back of the valve covers as I look up at the top of the motor. So it's not, raining down from above the center of the engine. An inexperienced mechanic might say, well, hey, it needs an oil pan. But as I look at this oil pan here, the edges of it up here, it's dry as a bone. It's just wet in the back here. And this will have a one-piece rear main on it, so in order to do that, you either pull the motor or pull the tranny out of here. So I got a pan gasket that's leaking here on the transmission. But a lot of times, especially on older cars, and I've had young guys do this to me, they said it's a pan gasket, and it's actually the shifter shaft seal. So guys, always remember that. The shifter shaft seal is going to be right above the pan gasket. And you want to make sure that your oil isn't coming out of that shifter shaft seal and then leaking down on the pan gasket, giving you a false positive on the pan gasket. Just a little old man tip there. Most of this stuff I teach you guys is because I screwed up, because I made the mistake. I did a pan gasket twice and it didn't fix the thing, and I finally cleaned it off right. And I realized right above it, where the shifter is, there's a little seal where that shaft comes through to the valve body, and it was leaking, running down on the pan rail. Just a tip. What else you got?
Up in the front, we got a couple of lines. Got the engine oil cooler lines.
Oh, what is this, tranny cooler?
Tranny cooler lines.
Oh yeah, she got a tranny cooler line leaking. The belt's coming off the pulley here.
Yeah.
Good call. But other than that, I mean, how's the condition of all the fluids and everything?
Both differentials and the transfer case, those fluids look recently replaced. Transmission, it's getting on the darker side. Brake fluid and power steering are dark.
It's really not that bad. I mean, her axles, you know, the front disc not leaking, and they're famous for leaking.
Yeah.
So, looks to me like we'll do a brake job, steam clean this off and keep an eye on it, and then some service work. Okay, cool, dude. Thanks, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a circus here today, and I got one of my best friends, and he has a charity. This is Henry Marsh. People in Utah will know Henry Marsh, especially if you're over 60. This man here was in the Olympics for 4 times, 4 different Olympics. He has a charity. Tell us a little bit about that charity.
Yeah, Dave, I'm so excited. It's called Bridges to Hope, and we're trying to help people have a bridge to hope in their life, because right now they don't have hope. And so we are so excited to partner with all of you, with Dave, because we've been best friends for so long, and be able to do the things that we're passionate about, me and my wife, and combine with what you're passionate about, and help people with their cars and their lives.
Yeah.
Is that cool or what?
It's totally cool. You know, when he says that we've been friends for a long time, this is a good story, so I'm going to tell it. We met 20 years ago when I moved into his neighborhood. He came over, and we have 2 sons that are on the spectrum, and they were born on the same day. If that's not like God reaching out saying, you guys need to be friends, I don't know what was. So we became fast friends, do a lot of things together. But this charity, I thought it was such a good idea when Henry brought it to him and Brenda, his beautiful wife. And what we're looking for is to, as we fix a car for somebody, he thought, why don't we go in and fix their house?
Yeah,
And
combine the efforts. You're great at fixing cars.
don't let me fix your house. My wife will tell you that.
My wife and Dave's wives are both really good at fixing homes, and they love to partner together. So I thought, this is a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah, we're going to include this. Shiloh doesn't know this yet. We're going to surprise her with this idea, but we're going to go in and kind of revamp the inside of her place. Henry, you're the best, man. Good
You're
job.
the best, my man.
All right, we got all the parts. I'm gonna just go through and double check them. You always gotta check your parts before you install them on the vehicle. Sometimes you'll get all the way into the job and you'll have the wrong part. So we got all the rotors and pads, so we're gonna do a full brake job. We got a new serpentine belt, 1 TPMS sensor, internal filter and gasket for a trans service. And then we got the new battery terminal. Now this one, unlike the other one, is nice and sealed and the wires aren't moving around in there.
What's up, gang? How are you? What's up? Shiloh, would you like to introduce your children?
This is Kieran. He's 14 in 8th grade, and this is Tempe. She's 10 and in 4th. I'm Shiloh. I work at Spectrum Academy.
Yes, and Spectrum is a school that's really dear to us. My son Aiden went to Spectrum. How long has that been, buddy? You graduated from high school, when was that?
4th grade till now.
Yeah. This charity is in Aiden's name, and we're so proud of our son and what he's done with his autism. And I know Spectrum Academy does a lot for developmental disabilities. So we're happy to do this. I want to go out and show you what we did to your car. We did the brake job for you. We did an oil change. We took care of the front end. You had a couple of components in the front end that were bad, and then we had to align it. Your transmission was really dirty, so we changed the filter and flushed the fluid. We found a drive belt that was bad. We fixed a new battery cable in it, and then we fixed a tire pressure monitor that you had, put a new air filter in it. We did all the service that we could find that was needed to be done. So we completely looked the car over, did a digital report on it, and then we just did everything that we could find to be done. Front and rear brakes, new rotors and pads. So you should be good.
Can I hug you?
Oh, that'd be very nice.
Thank you.
That was well worth it. We're grateful to help you out. And you want to go check it out?
Yes.
This shaking, it's not going to rattle your teeth out. Let's go check it out. Good. All right.
Are we going anywhere specific?
No, just run up here, hit the brakes, turn around, and come back.
All right.
A little smoother?
Much. You've saved my heart. You've saved my stress level. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh.
You saved me, like, just all over the board.
We've got another surprise for you above that. We've got
Gather.
an additional surprise. I let a friend know that we're doing this, and he has a 501c3 charity. So Allie, go ahead and tell her what it is.
Well, we're working on getting this wonderful company called Bridges to Hope to come and refresh your dad's house. You're living with your dad. They come in and they do interior type work. So we're crossing our fingers we can get that all set up for you. And wouldn't that be fun to get some new bedding, new furniture, lamps, things like that?
We're going to try to do an interior makeover on the house.
It needs it, doesn't it? So bad.
Yeah. Is that exciting to you? What's your bracelet say here?
Happy.
Happy? Are you happy?
Very much so, yes.
Well, you guys have a good day.
Can I hug you too?
You can
Thank
certainly
you.
hug me.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
All right.
What a pleasure.
Well, thanks. Let's get you in the car and get you out of here. So we just got off the phone with two dear friends of ours. We had a surprise for her, and it'll be in our next video. This surprise is it's gonna blow her away.
It's blown us away.
Stay tuned, man. It's gonna get better.